To create an EndNote library in EndNote 21, click File, then New. The default name is My EndNote Library. You can change this if you wish. Click Save. Your references will appear here under All References. There are many ways to add references. First, we are going to add references manually, then through direct export from a database. To add a reference manually, click on References, then New Reference. The default reference type is journal article. In most cases, you can directly export into EndNote. However, if you wanted to add a website as a reference, you will need to add it manually. Change the reference type to web page using the drop-down menu. If you are entering a corporate author, you will need a comma at the end so EndNote does not think it's a person's name and formats it correctly in your bibliography. For example, Australian Taxation Office, comma. Author names should be listed one per line and formatted as follows: surname, comma, space, initial. Be careful of punctuation, as an error here will be an error in your bibliography. Click Save. Close the window by clicking the X at the top right. We now have our first reference in our library. Direct export from Library Search. From your search results, select the references you want to add to EndNote. Click the pin to the right of each title. This will save them to your favourites. Select the pin icon to go to your favourites. Select one or more references to send to your EndNote library. Select the ellipsis. Select Export RIS EndNote, then click Download. Other databases will work in a similar way. Look for an export link or button. This may be under Save in some databases. Note that Google Scholar does not always export data correctly into EndNote. Always check imported records to ensure they're correct. Your EndNote library could have hundreds of references. EndNote groups are folders used to organize your references. Right-click My Groups, select Create Group, and give your group a name. Press Enter. Within All References, highlight the references you'd like to place into groups, and drag and drop them into the group folder. Groups contain a copy of your references. Deleting a reference from a group does not delete it from your library. You can delete or rename groups by right-clicking on the group and selecting the relevant option. To completely remove a reference, click on All References, select the reference you wish to delete, and drag and drop it into the trash. To remove it completely, right-click on Trash, then select Empty Trash. You will get the warning message saying this cannot be undone. Click Yes. EndNote uses two files to hold your references: your EndNote library file and the associated data folder. These need to be together at all times. Do not move your EndNote library into a different folder, and always use the compressed library for saving a backup. To save your library, click File and Compress Library. Click Next. A save window will appear. You can save onto your computer, a USB, or in the cloud. Including the date in the file name is good practice. Do not open this file from the cloud, as it may corrupt your library. Simply drag it back onto the computer you want to work on, and then open the file and continue working. After creating a compressed library in EndNote 21, sign up for an EndNote online account and sync your desktop library. This will allow you to recover your library if it is lost or corrupted. Click Library, then Sync. Follow the prompts to sign up. If you are using an older version of EndNote, do not sign up for an EndNote online account. This will override and corrupt your EndNote library on your desktop. In Part 2, we will look at working with the EndNote toolbar in Word.